Alright, we're here with another scenario review. This time, the first Mythos pack for the Path to Carcosa cycle. This is Echoes of the Past, where you must compete with a group of weird cultists of Hastur.
You go to the Historical Society, you're trying to find clues on how to get... Or you're trying to find information about the past. It's like the past...
the past?
Play.
The past.
I always enjoy finding.
Yeah, basically just information.
Yeah, kind of the past performance directed by Nigel Ingram.
Yeah, and they're also there looking for clues. And they really don't care that you're there. They're just there to study some literature and get through.
But you have to hunt down and kill them.
Yeah, but it turns
fast.
out if somebody is trying to research something, in a reference section, you can interrupt them by hitting them with blunt objects.
Yeah.
And
but you have to
stop.
you have to actually kill them because they'll just keep doing it.
Yeah. Otherwise, they're like, no.
What is? And there's also I believe the agenda deck has a special mechanic on it.
Oh, maybe.
Where
after one or more clues are placed on any in play, flip those clues to their doom side.
And there's
it doesn't get doom.
Yeah, so the only thing that you're actually racing against is the cultists trying to find.
Yeah, and they both invest. They both care about the number of investigators, which is a little, not weird, but new.
Yeah. So this one is probably my least favorite of the Path to Carcosa campaign because it's just very boring to me. There's not...
Yeah.
The rush at the start is exciting, but then you beat them, and then you're just like, okay, let's go to locations and grab clues.
I think the theme for this one is pretty spot on.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
This one this is the strong point for this one. It feels like you're wandering around a library trying to track down these cultists, kill them before they can get there, and trying to get the information before they can.
And then that Mr. Peabody shows up, and there's all these secret passageways and a secret section. The theme is great.
Yeah.
But I just don't like this one.
No, it's not very fun.
Yeah. So the theme, everything you feel there's and also the way everything's set up, you feel like you're going up a Kirby spiraled staircase, which is also really cool, the way the locations are set up. Then there's the big mud monster that comes in.
Yeah, I don't have a ton of specific complaints about this one. Just all the aspects of it don't really come together that well. They all sound great in theory, but
it does feel like you're racing to find information.
Yeah, especially in our most recent playthrough of it, we were we gotta go and we gotta go fast. We gotta run up those stairs and stop the guys on the top floor.
Yeah.
But then, when that settles, it's just and even the deck that's playing against you isn't too.
It's not that hard. You have the encounters from the set, which are basically the guys that eat the clues. You have these. Where are these called?
Agents of Hastur or something.
Cult of the Yellow Sign, and they just again they eat clues off the locations and doom on them.
Doom, yeah.
Yeah. You have these whispers in your head ones, and then you have core set stuff, which they're not even the hard ones from a core set. They're generic cultists. You get locked doors, and then the midnight masks minus the
generic cultists do interact with the scenario specifically.
It's once again there's a lot of
they're a way to put for the game to put doom on itself.
There's a lot of nice interactions. Everything you said, everything makes sense and everything works for the theme, but then it's just okay.
The gameplay just doesn't come together that well.
Yeah.
No, and the cultist set from the core set just feels like the ones from this set, but bad.
This agent of the king though, he can fuck you up if you're not prepared for him.
Yeah, the king has a lot of agents.
Yeah.
If you told me there was one character set that was going to show up 6 encounter scenarios, I would not have guessed this one.
I'm pretty alright with this though, because when he shows up, it's usually hey, free victory.
Yeah.
Don't mind if I do.
Imagine that was a real consideration for that, but.
Yeah. No, I think the theme I'd probably give a 3.5 to a 4.
This one also points out a couple things. If you haven't played Dunwich, just introduces a few new things for you. The first one is your previous campaign decisions mattering. You can have Sebastian's information. This one, if you interviewed him.
So, like, can you remind me of what that does? Like,
after you put the entry hall into play during set, place 1 clue per investigator on it, and then the entry hall is like super easy to investigate.
Okay, so it just makes it a bit easier.
Yeah, like no, that's what they all do. It's just a little bit easier. And then like this one also scales a little bit for how many players there are in the game. So if there's like 1 player, no changes are made. If there are 2 players, you find 1 copy of Secret of Carcosa, and then you spawn it at a 3rd floor location. For 3 players, you spawn 2, and for 4 players, you spawn 3.
Yeah, it makes sense to balance it out, and then...
Yeah, like that scaling with players is something that you definitely see in Dunwich, but if you skip that one, you won't.
Yeah, you won't see that. What do you guys think for the theme of this one? Exploring the historical society.
I'd probably
and
give
reading
this one a
books.
4. That's what
Yeah,
it
it's
feels
a
like
4.
you're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, like all the aspects of the theme are there, they just don't mesh with the gameplay too well.
Cool, so then I guess we'll just transition right into the fun of it.
Like,
Oh, wait, this is like a 2.
Yeah.
2?
Like it's not unfun, it's just boring.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's got like that initial
We gotta get
burst where like you have to go get them, and then you also have to like make sure that your goon is in a central location so that he can just go beat up nerds who show up trying to find things.
Yeah. And then there's also like
But-
a lot of way that like these guys like even spawn, right? That it's able to, you can even if you played a bunch, can kind of just
They
predict
just show
it.
up in a bad place. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Like, because like this guy spawns in a real location with the most clues. It's like, okay, well let's put our goon near that area. And
Yeah,
these
like-
guys just spawn in any empty
Yeah,
historical
like we'll go
society
clear out the bottom
location.
2 floors, you guys go hang out in that middle area on the 3rd floor and wait for them to show up and then go kill
Yeah.
them. There's a nice interaction with like the locked doors and that, but it doesn't matter because the locked doors are prevent game and it just prevents you from like investigating or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Sorry, do you have something else to say about this?
No, I was gonna talk about the mud monster that shows up.
Oh, he's pretty burr.
Yeah, like it's cool that there's like a little boss fight for this one, and that there's basically 2 ways to go about it, which is either fight him or ignore him and hope he doesn't find you. I also understand that he can find he can like the mechanic that if you evade him, you have to either ready him or place a doom on him.
Yeah.
Which is like a very interesting countdown
yeah, so
clock.
you can't just sit there and be like, cool, all right, so like our green or our red guy is gonna make sure you don't get to play,
Yeah.
and our other guy's gonna beat you up.
Yeah, and like so like he's a challenging fight when he shows up.
He takes a while to kill, and like killing him is the better ending because you get the Tattered Cloak for it.
Instead
As
of
opposed to,
like the
this
penalty.
weakness.
The weakness, yeah.
Yeah, but like this is how I expect more things to. Like it seems like getting the Tattered Cloak is nice, but it's not huge.
No, it
buff.
was good, but I found them to be about equally impactful.
Yeah, and the class with
Yeah.
the Black Onyx is like it's bad, but it's not crippling. It's
basically just one action and a resource.
It is a really nice way of influencing the rest of the campaign and players' decks and making you like care about the decisions you're making early on the campaign without significantly like crippling or boosting you.
And if I remember correctly, they also have an impact on the next scenario. So there's a little bit of that there too.
But credit to the designers for balancing these well.
Yes. Yeah. So difficulty. This one.
I would give it maybe a 2.5 just because that like the initial part of the game
Yeah.
is very
I
hard.
was
Yeah,
gonna give it a
it's-
3.
I'd also go
Yeah,
with like a. I mean, like I find it like if you can't get through the initial burst.
Yeah, like if
It's
you, if
hard.
you can kill those guys within the first 2 turns,
Yeah.
like no problem. Game's not hard.
There's also a lot of like
Right.
little things that can go wrong. Like the wrong person picks up Mr. Peabody or has to throw away their like key ally or something like that to
Yeah.
build, or you have a cultist who like you weren't managing your clues well or whatever, and he spawns on the other side of the thing and it causes Doom to advance and like the agenda trigger next turn. There's a lot of little things that can go wrong.
I just feel like it's like that's like a nitpicky difficulty, right? Like I mean, like I understand it is difficult,
Yeah.
but it's like it's not that the scenario is difficult. It's just that like luck can be difficult, right?
Yeah.
But like I mean like
And this is Arkham Horror and there's lots of luck involved.
there's luck, but there's also the fact that like like Big Baby is designed to be an annoying little bitch no matter what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm fine with 2.5 too if you guys are fine with that. Like,
What do you say, Bryn?
Like
Yours at
I would
2.5.
give it like 2.5. Yeah.
I mean, I wish this is really a 2.75 because I feel like it should sit somewhere between them, but I don't have those values, so just listen to that.
Just like flickered a bunch.
Overall, what do you guys think of Echoes of the Past?
It's alright.
Like 2.
Yeah, I also think
It's not god awful, but it's not like great.
It's the one that like
It's somewhat forgettable.
and for some reason I don't like when we were like, all right, Echoes of the Past is next. Is the one where I was like, no, right?
Like I don't really want to play this one.
Let's just like go through, but like maybe
Yeah.
I liked the initial burst, but then it just kind of just
After that, it's just sort of like, okay, so like as long as we're sure that our fighter can kill whatever shows up, because nothing's particularly hard to kill in this scenario except the mud monster, who you don't even have to.
Yeah.
You can just avoid that if your if your researcher is like good enough, right?
This like
Like
Agent of the King
Agent
can be
of the
tough
King,
if he
like,
comes in a
it's,
place where you're not ready.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm a bit tough. Or if you like draw the wrong whispers in your head or something, like you have a hard time.
Yeah.
But like most of it, like after you've beaten that initial setup,
Yeah.
there's not a whole lot going on.
Like we said, this thing has like a lot of like individual elements that are really good, really thematic, really like even fun, and like they provide a challenging amount of difficulty without being overwhelming. It just doesn't come together that well.
Yeah, definitely.
You're left with a very like.
Yeah, because like even when you describe the theme, like it feels like you're in the library. It feels like it, but what does that
It's
do?
a historical society. It's
And
boring.
then no
like
one
the
asks
historical society
you. No
isn't
one
everything.
asks you to go bird watching in the woods.
Hey, you know that's good because if you go bird watching in the woods, the Sheldon gang will find you and they will hurt you.
Yeah, and you won't even get welcomed in. So what's the point?
Yeah, it's like a sting operation.